तुम बोलो हेलो, आवाज आ रही है? हेलो, आवाज आ रही है? हैं? क्या करूँ मैं? ऊपर आवाज चेक करती है, ऊपर यूट्यूब लाइव की आ रही है आवाज चेक। जस्टिस एम ए शाह। कैसे चेक कराऊं? अभी तो आई रही थी ना, अब क्यों नहीं आ रही? सेम पे आ रही भाई 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 वो तो वाईफाई का करना। अरे मैडम कुछ बोल दो, ऊपर चेक कर। आई कामना चोपड़ा। अभी चालू कर। जूम की लिंक खोल दो, जूम की लिंक खोल दो।
Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. A very good morning to this August gathering present here today. On behalf of Prestige Institute of Management and Research Warrior, and I, Kamla Chopra, extend a very warm welcome to you all at the late Mr. Justice M.A. Shah Memorial 5th National Seminar. Late Honorable Mr. Justice Mazhar Ali Shah was born on 25th September 1934 at Gwalior. His father, late Mr. Sayyid Ali Shah, was an engineer, and mother, late Mrs. Emily Begum, was a housewife. He was the youngest amongst his brothers. His eldest brother, late Mr. Hamid Ali Shah, was also a lawyer and a politician. Twice he was elected as the mayor of Gwalior and was also cabinet minister on 2 occasions. Zafar Ali Shah was an engineer and served in the army, and after retirement, he also served in the Indian Railways. His nephews, late Dr. Imtiaz Ali Shah, also served the nation as a captain in the Indian Army and fought against Pakistan in the War of 1971. After retirement, he got a job in JAH Gwalior. His second nephew, Honorable Justice W.A. Shah, served the cause of justice as a judge of Madhya Pradesh High Court. When he was in 8th standard, he lost his mother and father within a gap of 4 months only. His eldest brother, late Mr. Hamid Ali Shah, took the responsibility and ensured best education for him. Late Mandar Ali Shah always regarded his elder brother and sister-in-law like his father and mother. After completing his law graduation in the year 1957, he started practicing as an advocate under the able guidance of his brother and succeeded his office. He was a very sober and humble person, and with his devotion and hard work, he soon established himself as a successful lawyer. As an advocate, he was a government advocate for 6 years. He was the standing counsel for the Municipal Corporation of Gwalior. He also served in the Bar Association as a secretary and member of Disciplinary Committee of State Bar, and he also worked as the director of Madhya Pradesh Waqf Board. He was elevated as a judge of High Court in the year 1984 and took oath on 25th May 1984. After serving for about 5 years, he died at the age of 56 years on 3rd August 1989. He is succeeded by his wife, 1 daughter, and 4 sons, all very well settled in their life. The seeds of success in every nation on earth are best planted in women and children. Today, we have gathered to address the rising crimes against women and children, the role of an advocate in their fight for justice, and how an advocate is a tool for social change.
As it is our holy tradition to worship Goddess Saraswati before any reason, but taking this holy tradition forward, let us dedicate prayer to Ma Saraswati. For that, I would like to invite our respected dignitaries to give us a round and allow us to present Ma Saraswati. Now, I would like to request Mr. S. A. Shah, Senior Advocate, Madhya Pradesh, to extend floral welcome to our chief guest, Honorable Mr. Justice Rohit Arya. I request Mr. S. A. Shah, Senior Advocate, to extend floral welcome to our guest of honor, Honorable Mr. Justice A. K. Srivastava, former Judge, Madhya Pradesh High Court, Senior Advocate. So, to extend floral welcome to our special guest, Ms. Disha Khare. I request Assistant Professor Akash Gupta sir to extend floral welcome to Mr. S. A. Shah, Senior Advocate, Madhya Pradesh High Court. I request Assistant Professor Ashish Yadav to extend floral welcome to HOD, Department of Law, Dr. Prati Rajaria. The crime against women and children is a concern for entire world, and the right to crime in society, there's a need for better understanding and interpretation of special laws that make specifically for women and children. In today's session, we will be discussing over these issues as well as the role of advocates in the fight against these crimes.
To open today's session and to enlighten us, we have amongst us the head of the Department of Law, Dr. Prati Rajoria. Dr. Prati Rajoria is the head of the department and associate professor at Department of Law, Prestige Institute of Management and Research, Gwalior. Before joining the Prestige family, she has taught at Amity Law School, Amity University, Madhya Pradesh, and National Law University, Jodhpur. She completed her schooling from Sindhya Kanya Vidyalaya and graduation in law from Jawahar University in 2010 and appeared in the Common Law Admission Test and secured All India rank first in women category. She completed her LLM in business law from National Law School of India University, Bangalore. She has qualified UGC NET and has been awarded her PhD in law on safeguarding public health under TRIPS agreement, a critique of the Indian experience. She has also authored various books, research papers, seminar papers, etc. in the domain of corporate laws and published them in several reputed texts. I would request ma'am to kindly come and address the session.
A very good morning to Honorable Justice Rohit R. Justice, MP High Court, Honorable Justice A.K. Srivastava, former Justice, MP High Court, and Supreme Court of India, Ms. Disha Khare, Educator, Senior Educate, S.A. Shah, MP High Court, members of legal fraternity, faculty members here. I feel honored to welcome our guests for the day, and I take this opportunity to briefly introduce our institute and the mission of the institute and the reason for this August gathering. So, Prestige Institute of Management was established in the year 1997. Very soon, in 15 days, we will be celebrating 25 years of our establishment. The Prestige Institute of Management Gwalior is an A-grade NAC accredited autonomous institute headed under able leadership of Professor Dr. Farooq Mohanty. Because of certain reasons, he could not join us today. The institute introduced law course of year 2017, currently offering BLLB honors, BBLLB honors, BCom LLB honors, and LLM in two streams, criminal law and business law. And the courses that have been introduced are as per the PCI norms, and we are ensuring that our students, we try to keep our students motivated. We ensure that they participate in maximum activities such as moot court competitions, seminars, and they keep them regularly sending out students for internships at various levels. And the aim of the institute is to ensure that the students, once they finish their graduation, they finish their degrees, either LLM or any of the undergraduate courses, they will be able to contribute towards society in any form. And with this aims, this event has been organized in the memory of Honorable late Justice Mr. N.A. Shah, and we rightly chosen the topic for today, crime against women and children, because we see that in spite of several laws in place, there is growing number of instances of crime against women and children, and the latest data of the NCRB also shows that. I will not be saying much about the topic because we have our SP guests to highlight the issues and how the advocates can contribute to ensure that the situation is taken care of. I will now hand over to my to Kamna. She will begin with this.
Thank you, ma'am.
Moving forward, we are truly grateful to have among us such an amazing educator, Ms. Disha Khare. Ms. Disha Khare is a passionate educator with over 5 years of experience in the field of academics. She is currently associated with Columbia University, New York. She has completed a BA LLB with merit in 2017. She has completed her master's in history in 2021, and she is currently pursuing Bachelor's of Education. After completing her academics, she pursued her career in academics from ground up and is currently one of the best educators in the city. She worked as ELO teacher in Columbia University and has observed facets of teachers across the globe. She has also worked at Gwalior Glory High School as a coordinator in legal studies. She also worked as social science and English educator manager at Saraswat Academy, and she has also worked as PhD teacher at Seven High School as well as Little Angels High School work. I request ma'am to address the session.
Hello.
Thank you, anchors, for the lovely introduction. And a very good morning and the most humble namaskar to the Honorable Justice Shri Rohit Arya ji, Honorable Retired Justice Shri Srivastava ji, members on the dais, and the esteemed faculty of Prestige Institute, Gwalior. At the outset, I would first like to thank Senior Advocate Faisal Ali Shah ji and Nigam ji to invite me as a keynote speaker to this thought-provoking event. I would also like to congratulate Shah ji to continue with such a good event that is certainly the need of today's society. Well, to be very honest, when I was first introduced with this very topic of rising crimes against women and children, the first question that struck my mind was why? Why even after completing 75 years of India's independence, are we still discussing the crimes being inflicted on an equal counterpart of our society, our women? We do acknowledge that criminals and ordinary men and women coexist and they share a common space. What is it then that makes a difference? Why is it so that one amounts to social order and prosperity and the other is responsible for chaos and disturbance in the society? Well, the answer for this, according to me, is pretty straight up. It is the mindset and mentality that makes all the difference. I talk about mentality, let me take you to the year 8000 BC, where this concept of patriarchy was just emerging. We needed our society to be a patriarchal one. We very much needed strong, sturdy, well-capacitated, physically dominating men to be in the scenario so that our agricultural farms could be protected, our home and hearth could be protected. But somehow, slowly and steadily, this has taken an altogether 360 degrees turn. This notion of patriarchy is now being used as a tool for victimization against women. The women are fostered as weak, weak, and helpless characters who cannot function without the protection of men. This kind of a mentality is especially seen in states which experience low sex ratios, some prominent ones in the northern India. There are about just 877 girls over 1,000 boys. Talking about such states, there is again a paradoxical concept of honor killing that comes into play. During these days of Navratras, we worship all the 9 forms of Goddess Durga. And on the other hand, we conceptualize and we create the same woman, the same girl as a scapegoat of Balidan in the name to defend the honor of the family. How double-standard is this? This is disgusting, this is sad, and this has to change. Taking through historical times and talking about the recent practices, I would like all of your attention to be on the mobile phones in our hands and pockets, which we consume through the day. I guess there is some 2 or 3 or 4 GB data available, and metaphorically, I must say that the youth consumes more than that in a day. Although it's perfectly fine, we are surrounded with a lot of information, we can keep in touch with our friends and relatives far out. But what is not good is the amount of obscene, pornographic videos and websites that have come on the platform. They are infesting the mindset of the youth. And this has to be checked on. There has to be a check on the OTT, the popular OTT platforms that we have running all over the world now. They produce very obscene and disgraceful sexual content in the name of entertainment. I'll just share a small example here. Recently, in the month of July, this very year, there was a popular perfume advertisement that had come about. And the kind of set they laid was there is a supermarket, there is one girl, and there are 4 boys around. And one of the boy comes up and says, I'm sorry for the language from this platform, but this is what is there in the ad. कि एक माल है और लेने वाले हम 4. The girl obviously steps back, gets a little scared, as seen in the ad, and one of the boys comes and picks that bottle of perfume. I'm sorry, what kind of a message are we trying to convey? Why is there a need of objectification of women? That the morale of the women is devastated to an extent that she gets scared and the bottle of perfume is picked up. This narrative has to change, dear audience. The other day, when I was teaching one of my batches, it was 12th standard, and we were discussing 76th Independence Day, and I was talking to my students about all the beautiful contributions that our national leaders had bestowed on our country. And one of the girls asked, "Ma'am, is the country really free?" And I said, "Yes, very much so. Why not?" And she said, "No, ma'am, I do not find the country to be free because I cannot step out at night after 8 to 9 p.m. Even if I get 15 to 20 minutes late after the decided time, my parents get worried. This is not what a free country promises to me. And this is not what the notion of Swaraj should be like." Well, I'm sorry, but I was kind of dumbfounded. I did not have an answer to this, as we present here do not have an answer to this right now. This has to change, dear audience, when we discuss about changes in the society. Taking a more zoomed in look into our lives. You know, whenever there is an announcement of a newborn member coming into our family. There's a lot of excitement, lot of joy. But immediately, why is it so that we start categorizing all the delicate pins and threads that are meant to be in the hands of the girl, and all the robust and sturdy blues and blacks in the hands of the boy? When the world has given rainbow colors, when the nature is not discriminating, why are we discriminating? Why is it so that the delicate Barbie dolls and the kitchen sets are handed for the girls to be played with, and all the robust robots and cars and airplanes are given to the hands of the boys? This has to change. And then all of a sudden, when those little children playing the trivial game of Ghar Ghar, they grow up, then we start talking about gender equality. I'm sorry, but I'm not a person who stands by gender equality. This may be sounding weird, but I'll just explain it how. When we try to equate LHS and RHS, we are certainly under a bias that one is more and the other is less. There's no point in equating these two human beings, which are biologically different, which the nature has set out to be different, which are differently engineered and structured. Of course, these two different human beings come together to promote and prosper a society. Thus, this mindset has to unplug, and we should now talk about gender neutrality instead of gender equality. Let the society be gender neutral. A boy is a boy, a girl is a girl, that's it. That's the end of the story, and now let's talk beyond that. Picking up from the graves of we talking about children, as it's today's topic, rising crimes against women and children. I think it saddens me, and it's a shameful failure as a society that we are discussing about the crimes against our children. It is as if we are criminalizing our future if we do not stop crimes against children right now. It has been over a decade that I have been into teaching, and through my continuous experiences with parents' interaction with my children, I feel that there is a kind of emotional connection absence between the parent and the child. The child is unable to draw that emotional strength, confidence, and safety with the parents. The parents, of course, they must be busy with their own lives, tending for their children, taking care of them, but somehow this gap has emerged. And this is the time when the children start to look out for the same safety and love outside in the society. And this is where delinquency takes birth. And then we all know delinquency has no limits. The child can be victimized and the child can turn to be a criminal himself if he is not taken care of at the proper time. Again, when we talk about our duties as society, I thoroughly believe that in case of children, this naturalization or victimization has to stop. We think कि चलता है, करता है, कर लेंगे, आगे बढ़ो. No, this has to stop then and there. I'll just give you an instance. When I was doing my law honors years, and there was a case that came to my knowledge. There was a 12-year-old girl child who was sexually molested by one of her close relatives. When she revealed the same to her mother, I'm sorry to say again, the mother's reply was, "Beta, जहाँ पर दूर होगा वहाँ पे मक्खी तो बैठी हुई." I'm sorry, but this is again very shameful. I still today cannot comprehend with this particular statement, and I do not know how that girl must have comprehended this through her life, through the years. But somewhere down the line, when I again try to connect the dots, I feel that the mother must have been receiving the same kind of teaching somewhere down her generation, and that is why she conveniently passed it down to her daughter. Again, this is a combined responsibility of all of us to break this vicious cycle. Otherwise, there is only going to be a dead end to the society. Again, when we talk about educating children, I somehow feel that education, in the garb of education, the parents are trying to equate success with how much money the child is earning. You know, my child has well settled in a country abroad, and then he has these many bungalows, these many cars, that much of bank balance. I'm sorry. Did we ever ask, or did our education system anytime teach, according to what our Hindu mythology says, that dharma is a waste in the absence of dharma, dan, dan, and swast? If we are unable to reciprocate the same sentiments to our children, again there is going to be some kind of delinquency, even when they grow up, even when they are adults. So this philosophy, this mindset, this mold has to break down. Back in my school years, I once read a phrase and that struck me really hard. Why do you want to smile if at the present you do not want to hear the cries of a child? Absolutely true. If we want to smile in our future, we must need to hear the cries of every single child. Now, when I talk about the role of advocates, paying due respect to my profession, I would just like to modify this a bit by saying role of advocates and teachers, and they are a tool of social change. Because up till 12th standard, up till the age of 17 to 18 years, when the child is kind of mentally getting mature with his or her experiences, he is in thorough contact with the teacher, and as teachers, we do have a lot of responsibility. Now, prior to 2 days, I was having a talk with Advocate Sri Nigamji, and I asked him that, sir, why is it so that we have actually conducted this seminar? What is the purpose behind it? And in a very brief monotone, he replied that the Honorable Justice, Senior Advocate Shahaji, are kind of worried that after completing DLLB or an LLM, the children are blindly moving towards the corporate sector. Then who is supposed to do the real work? Who is supposed to practice? Who is supposed to develop the real-time advocacy to the society? And I completely understand. Being a law graduate myself, I know that corporate sector is pretty dazzling. It is very glamorous. All the companies are going to offer you big fat paychecks. And this kind of social service then doesn't make sense. But dear students present in the hall, trust me, at the end of the day, when you analyze what have you gathered, it is only the service and adventure that will make you proud of yourself. At the end of, say, 8 to 10 years of your career, you are going to be nothing more than a puppet. In the military, there is a very nice thought that goes on. That slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So don't be scared to move slow. Just move steady and eventually everything will fall back at its place. And I actually wonder if the world famous barrister, Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation, might have thought in his time, what I have to do with Swaraj? I should make a lot of money working in some English company. I do not know what the presence of our country would have been like. So please try to find that purpose in your life. Also, I thoroughly believe that accessibility has to be improved. I'm sorry to say that it is a common saying that goes in our society that vakilo or pulis na dushmani achhi na dosti. So this mode has to change. This narrative again has to change. And I think it is through these kind of conferences and gatherings that we will be able to associate with the society more and let them know that all of us are as normal as you are. Next, when I talk about accessibility, a very good and a very strong way to do this is by promoting some legal sense in the people. Back in my college days, respected G.K. Sharma ji was my professor, and he said, Disha, law is the highest common sense. So indeed, if law is the highest common sense, let us pass it down to the common man. Why should they be scared of law? And as a teacher, I try to do my bit to my students by making them know that there are certain rights, there are certain duties, this is our constitution, so that a legal sense is as much a common sense as anything else. Last, but definitely not the least, I would say that intent matters. You should be proud that God has chosen you for this very purpose of being a tool of change for the society, of being able to render some justice to the disadvantaged, to the underprivileged section of the society. And who are the ones? The advocate fraternity is the one which connects the highest organ of our government, the honorable judiciary, with the common man. I think this is a wonderful bridge that you're creating, and you should be as much proud of it. And I give all accolades to the ones who can answer that yes, I'm really proud and I'm really grateful for the purpose that God has chosen me for. And for the ones जिनके answer थोड़े yes and no में है, there are many more roads to be taken. We have shining examples like Mahatma Gandhi, Savitribai Phule ji, Swami Dayanand Saraswati ji, who did fantastic jobs in their own fields because the intent was utmost true. Before I wrap up and before I may receive some humble accolades from you all, I would like to recognize here the presence of my teacher, who is also my guest here, Sri Sanjay Saraswati, because of whom this discipline and this motivation has come to me. So, we deserve all of it, sir. Thank you, dear audience. Thank you for being such a patient and a nice audience. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you, ma'am.
We have the honor of having on the board the Honorable Mr. Justice A.K. Srivastava, former Judge, Madhya Pradesh High Court, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Mr. Justice A.K. Srivastava belongs to one of the most renowned family of Guwahati. The family was a pivotal place in the living system. Sir was born on 31st January 1952. His grandfather, Dr. Parmeshwar Dayal Srivastava, was an eminent lawyer who practiced in High Court of Guwahati and was a lawyer who practiced and was a member of Majlis-e-Qanun and Majlis-e-Am, and also a pioneer in lexicography. His father, Shri J.P. Srivastava, was an eminent senior lawyer in Gwalior. His uncle, Shri Dayal Srivastava, Shri Shiv Dayal Srivastava, was an eminent lawyer who later on became judge and thereafter Chief Justice of Madhya Pradesh High Court. In 1973, Honorable Mr. Justice A.K. Srivastava graduated in science from Jivadi University. He completed his LLB in 1976 from Jivadi University. He was enrolled as an advocate in the same year and joined the chambers of advocate Shri P.C. Verma ji, who later on became Judge of Madhya Pradesh High Court and Chief Justice of Punjab and Haryana High Court. In 1977, he joined his father Shri J.P. Srivastava at Gwalior. He worked for various transport corporations and companies. During 1985 to 1989, he also worked as a law professor in Maharani Lakshmibai College, Law College, Gwalior. Sir was then worked with utmost professionalism during his years of practice. Sir was then appointed as judge of Madhya Pradesh High Court on 2nd September 2002. Sir, Vikariyograph is a picture of constant growth, accompanied with academically and various other achievements in the legal fraternity and in the field of law. Thank you so much, sir, for allowing us to be your audience today. I request sir to enlighten us with his performances.
Madam. Madam, we have faith. Dr. Pradeep Rajuria, Associate of the Government Party, Mr. F. Shah, Senior Advocate and family members of the Shah, Anchor Mr. Srivastava and Ram Lakshmibai, and above all, other responsible here and above him. The student. The topic which has been carved out today is a burning topic. And several laws are enacted in this regard. Topic all of you know, rising crime against women and children. Role of an advocate in their fight of justice, and advocate is a tool for society. I am very much thankful to Dr. Ladoria that she has enlightened me to speak into them because she has said a lot of things, educating and putting light to each and every aspect of the practical issues which are being carved out today and which are going on day by day. First of all, I would like to say a few words about the late soul, Honorable Free Justice Mother Ali Shah. You see, I was not supposed to remain here today. I was required to go to Mumbai because I was having certain work and important tasks there. But as soon as dear F.A. Shah came to my chamber and asked me, "Sir, aapko to rehna padega." And secondly, he told me that dear brother Justice Arya said, yes, he is the right speaker with respect to Justice Shah. He can throw sufficient time on him. Friends, introduction has been given by Empress of the Shah. But while hearing it, certain questions crowd out in my mind. That is it his introduction that his father, late Mr. Sayyid Ali Shah, was an engineer and mother, late Mrs. M.D. Begum, was a housewife, and he was the youngest amongst his brothers. Is it complete introduction of his that his eldest brother, late Mr. Hamid Ali Shah, was a very learned lawyer and prominent lawyer of High Court Bar Association as well as politician. Twice he was elected mayor of Gwalior, and he was also a cabinet minister on 2 occasions in the state of MP. Can it be said that merely because of his other brother, late Mr. Zafar Ali Shah, was an engineer and served in army, and after retirement served in Indian Railways, is a complete introduction? I say no. Will it be a complete introduction that his nephew, late Dr. Imtiaz Ali Shah, who also served nation as captain in India, Indian Army, and fought against Pakistan in war of 1971, after retirement got dropped in the age of his second nephew, Honorable Mr. Justice Zafu Shah, who served all of justice as judge of MP High Court, one of my friends. I can say it is some introduction. Further, can it be said that to be a continued introduction that when he was in 8th class, Justice Shah, he lost his mother and father within a gap of 4 months only, and his eldest brother, late Hamid Ali Shahji, took his responsibility and ensured best education for him. Further, it is some introduction that late Justice Shah, all always regarded his elder brother and Bhabi like his father and mother. It can be said a further step of some introduction of his that after completing his law graduation in the year 1957, he started practicing as an advocate under the able guidance of his brother and succeeded his office with a sober and humble person. With his devotion and hard work, he soon established himself as a successful lawyer. Further steps can be added in his introduction. That as an advocate, he was government advocate for 6 years. He was standing counsel of Municipal Corporation Gwalior and also served as Bar Association Secretary as member of the Disciplinary Committee State Bar and also was as director of MKS Workforce. I will say that it is only a half introduction of late Justice Shah. Further, it can be added that he was elevated directly as judge of the Jammu and Kashmir High Court in 1984. According to me, a complete introduction of his will be that he was a thorough gentleman, humble human, always ready to serve the needy person, as well as to serve the students as well as the lawyers. In all respects, he was a complete human being. This would be his full introduction. I can share one example. In the year 1983, when I was a very quite young lawyer, I was assisting my father, late Justice, J.P. Srivastava, in one matter, which he was arguing before Honorable Justice R.C. Srivastava. All of a sudden, acute pain in my office started. And the pain was so unbearable that I was totally helpless, and I came out from the courtroom, and on account of that severe pain, मैं जाके बाथरूम में गेट से बड़ी बड़ी लंबी कुर्सियां होती थी वहां आराम जहां and I became faint. When my eyes were open, I found I was in hospital, and here Justice Shah was standing and there. I asked until what happened. Then nothing had to be taken. Just within 2 minutes, my father also came there. And both of them were good friends. My nickname of my father was Jagguji. Jagguji, आप कचहरी जाइए, मगर तो basically I'm taking care of my nephew. Right from 11 or 11:30 in the morning till 5 p.m. he was sitting with me in the hospital till I was discharged. Not only this, he carried me to my residence at Mora. At that time I was residing at Mora, Kotwali Street. And वहां पे ले जा करके मुझे घर पे छोड़ा और घर पे ही नहीं छोड़ा. He sat there for a considerable long time till my father arrived. So this was his complete introduction. This is his complete introduction. I can share one more thing. As said in my introduction, my Tauji, who was a very prominent lawyer of this High Court, first in Madhya Bharat, then after on 1956, when Madhya Pradesh was formed, he became a very eminent lawyer of Madhya Pradesh. He was elevated to the bench in 1958. He was also a part-time law lecturer in These and Missouri College, which we now say Mara and Lakshmi. And Justice Shah was his student. He was sharing with me that very sad news of death of Justice Shah. Somebody shared with him. He was taking the lunch of Mukafar Ali Sanjay. So this was the personality of the late Justice Shah. And as I said, he was a thorough gentleman, complete human being. If we test his character on the touchstone and the anvil of all these tests, nobody can say that it was not a hallmark. Now coming to the topic, much has been said by the earlier speaker, but certain data which I have collected, I would like to share with you. In this legal profession, an advocate stands as an eminent position from where he or she has the key to provide justice to the victim. The term victim here denotes the women and children who are victims of various crimes which we shall be categorized. Now, rising crime. Why? Much has been said by the earlier speakers. I am not repeating all those things. The principal issue is rising of crimes in the society as against women and children. As per the latest data released by the National Crime Record Bureau, a total of 5,28,270 this figure. Cases of crime against women were registered during last year, that's 2021, showing an increase of 115.3% over year 2020. That year, the data was 3,71,503 cases. So there is an increase of 15.3%. Why it is increasing? The earlier speaker had already told you and said so many things, and I put up my stamp of approval on it. The majority of cases under crime against women under IPC were registered under cruelty of my husband or his relatives, which is 31.8%, followed by assault on women with intent to outrage her modesty, which is 20.8%. Kidnapping and abduction of women, 70.6%, and I am sorry to say, rape, 77.4%. The crime rate registered per lakh women population is 64.5, alarming. In 2021, this last year. In comparison to 2020, and it was 56.5. Similarly, in total of 1,49,404 cases of crime against children were registered during 2021, showing an increase of 16.2% over 2020, when the cases were 1,28,531. In percentage terms, major crimes heads under crime against children during 2020 were kidnapping and abduction, 45%, and protection of children from sexual offences, 2012, 38.1%, including child rape. The crime rate registered per lakh children population is 33.6 in 2021 in comparison with 28.9 in 2020. You see, gradually it is increasing day by day, not increasing. The reason has I again concur with her view. Now, evaluation of addition in law. Looking to all these facts and circumstances, there are amendments in the various laws. There have been major change in laws and new enactments have also been incorporated in the legal system to curb the evils of in the society. With the passage of time and when we look about the society, we find that society showed an ugly face against the right, number one, modesty, number two, of women and child. Judiciary and legislature have always treated the victims against the crime and immorality. The Criminal Law Amendment Act 2013 was passed as the aftermath of the Nirbhaya case, you all know, wherein a female student was brutally gang raped in December 2012. The Act amended several provisions of the IPC, Indian Evidence Act and CRS. Why? Who has done? On whose recommendation? It was J.S. Verma. He was from Jabalpur High Court Bar Association. He was a judge, and I was having a opportunity to appear before him also. So it was Justice Verma's committee report by way of this amendment. And you see, after the report was accepted and it legislated, the President, he then President of India, wrote a thanks letter to him. By way of this amendment, several new offences have been recognized and incorporated into the Indian Penal Code, including acid attack. Very heinous crime now. Section 326, capital A and B. Violence. Section 354C. Stalking. Section 354D. Attempt to disclose a woman. 354B. Sexual harassment. Section 354A. And sexual assault, which causes death or injury causing a person to be in persistent vegetative state. Section 376A. The Act also amended the already existing offences to make them more stringent. Normally, the definition of rape in Section 375 is broadened. By the same Amendment Act of 2013, Section 370 was replaced with Section 370 and 370A, giving it an enlarged size. The amended section incorporates the definition of trafficking as provided in the Human Trafficking Protocol while excluding forced labor. In addition to Section 326A and 326B, by the same amendment Act, the object of making specific provisions of punishment in case of voluntarily grievous hurt by the use of acid attack or voluntary throwing or attempting to throw acid causing permanent or partial damage of the deformity, or burns, maims, or disfigures or disables any part of the body of that person. So punishment are more severe. But the question is really because the punishment is more severe, crime rate is not so severe. So I again concur with the view of the professor, the HOD, that it is to be checked from the grassroots level, from the home. Yesterday, an incident of mother and nigger. I do agree with her. You see, Section 509 I have received that is outraging the modesty of the woman as amended by increasing the punishment effect. When the cases of sexual offences in relation to minor victims increased in the country, there was a need to bring stringent act wherein the procedure would be child friendly and the punishment was harsher, looking to the nature of the crime against the minor. Thus, with the enactment of Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act 2012, the legislature aimed to effectively address the heinous crimes of sexual exploitation and sexual abuse of children in a child-friendly manner, keeping in mind the mental and physical trauma the victim underwent due to the crime. The punishments though got harsher in subsequent amendments to the said act. Now, so far as the domestic violence is concerned, the enactment of Domestic Violence Act 2005, the act plays a critical role in the Indian legal system, regardless protecting the rights of the women so that they can feel protected and stay within the comfort of their house. It is an exhaustive piece of legislation as it lays down the powers and duties of various authorities. Reliefs available to the victims, steps to file complaint regarding domestic violence, assistance provided to the victims of domestic violence, power and extent of the Indian judiciary, and the power of the central government to make. The Act provides civil remedies to the victims of domestic violence. Prior to the enactment of the Act, the victims of domestic violence sought civil remedies such as divorce, custody of children, injunction, as any form or maintenance only by taking the course of civil court. Therefore, the Act brought about necessary changes in the Indian legislature penalizing the act of domestic violence behind state walls of the home. There are various other enactments also or provisions in relation to female sexual harassment at workplace, prostitution, obesity, and indecent representation of women, as said by one of the instance, respected madam quoted about that. Now, the tools. I would like to share something about the tools and the role of the. You see, only 3 days back, today is 1st October. 3 days back on 28/9/2002, a legal bench decision of Supreme Court, Justice Nazir, Justice K.R. Bopanna, and Justice Rama Subramaniam delivered a judgment to serve as the state of UP and acquitted the appellant. Do you know what was the charge against him? The charges were he raped 6-year-old girl and thereafter murdered her. He was acquitted, and what the judge said, and rightly said, that merely an injustice has been done against an innocent person. Another innocent person cannot be punished. You see, it is well settled in law that the more heinous the crime is, the more standard is required. This decision came only 2 days back. Now, the role of advocate is they should act as a tool so that innocent person cannot be hanged, punished, or sent behind the bar. Similarly, the investigating agency should also investigate the matter merely because a person has been robbed or FIR has been lodged against a person. In order to take out rent from the shaft, they should investigate that he is an innocent. Because you see, we know the law, our society, all the laws are enacted with very nice idea. But we know false implication are more 90% in our country, in every aspect. So, investigating agency, merely because the person has been, an FIR has been lodged against him, should not drag him to the court. Should say No, then FIR is correct. Similarly, the advocate can also, if the charge sheet is filed and on scrutinizing it, X-raying it, the lawyer find no. It has been falsely ruled. He should act as a tool and to serve the society. The recent judgment 3 days back, which I have just now expressed before you, is on the thing. I have taken much time and I have exceeded my time also kindly bear with me. I am very much thankful to Mr. Atisha who gave an occasion to say something about their justice. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your words of wisdom, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we feel privileged to have a personality as distinguished as Honorable Mr. Justice Rohit Arya as our chief guest today. Success is the result of perfection, hard work, learning through failure, loyalty, and persistence. Everybody in this world comes across a golden opportunity which leads them to the door of success. But the one who defies all the odds and counters every difficulty with high spirits and enthusiasm ultimately manages to climb up the summit of success. And Honorable Justice Rohit Arya is one such example. He is an epitome of knowledge and wisdom. He is an inspiration for individuals from all walks of life. Justice Arya was born on 28th April in the year 1962. He has flamboyant professional experience in varied areas of the legal field. He has practiced for more than 29 years of his life in various fields like civil law, service and labor laws, constitutional law, administrative law, taxation laws, corporate and commercial laws, arbitration, both international and domestic, appellate civil litigation in both High Court and Supreme Court. In the year 2007, he was empaneled as the Senior Panel Counsel for the State of Madhya Pradesh in the Apex Court of India. He had been serving in the Income Tax Department in Madhya Pradesh High Court from 1999 to 2012. He was the Standing Counsel for the Income Tax Department in Madhya Pradesh High Court from 1999 to 2012. From 2009 to 2012, he served as the Senior Standing Counsel for the Income Tax Department in the state of Chhattisgarh. Then, from 1994 to 2000, he was the Standing Counsel of Central Government in Central Administrative Tribunal. In 2003, he was appointed as the Standing Counsel for BSNL in Madhya Pradesh High Court and Central Administrative Tribunal, Jabalpur Bench, and he held this position until 2013. He represented the Telecom Department in Madhya Pradesh High Court and Central Administrative Tribunal, Jabalpur Bench for a period of 12 years from 1991 to 2003. Sir has had his first steps in various banks as well. He got enrolled in the year 1984 as an advocate and was designated as a senior advocate on 26 August 2003 by the Honorable High Court of Madhya Pradesh. He was sworn in as the additional judge of the High Court in 2013 and permanent judge in 2015. He also holds a vivid experience of serving in and representing various bodies such as SBI, Telecom Department, BSNL, Employees State Insurance Corporation, and Income Tax Department. His expertise in the legal arena have contributed a great deal in bringing about a positive change in the society and has been acknowledged by individuals coming from different stratas and backgrounds. He has been able to show us the leading light to a better future. And I'm certain that we all will be enlightened greatly by his presence here today. So I request the audience to join me in giving a winsome welcome to such a noble personality.
started in the morning, now it's afternoon. Very good afternoon to all of you. Honorable Chief Justice, decision was so, now we have to take a very promising leader, I should say, MS Isha Khare, who by profession is an educator and coordinator. Indeed, a promising federal department with the Hallelujah, advocate Anisha, gentlemen, ladies, sitting, the audience, and above all, my young friend. It is indeed a delightful opportunity to address you all. Although I'm young, but I feel younger. Friends, you are a task bearer and leader of tomorrow. With a statesmanship quality and a mindset of do beyond yourself, you will add glory to the shining India. You shall provide impetus, unhindered growth of the country. We are proud of you. Indeed, the topic today is of rising crimes against women and children, the role of an advocate in their fight for justice. An advocate is a tool for social change. Isha has rightly said, we should forget about the age-old, I would say, rustic concept of discrimination between gender, between men and women. We should talk of neutrality. They are. In that context, I'd like to first address you all on the concept of gender sensitization. Michelle Obama has said, no country can ever truly flourish if it stifles the potential of its women and deprives itself of the contribution of half of its people. This is the acknowledgement of fact of women empowerment. The gender sensitization process it involves where individuals, particularly men, undergo four stages: change in perception, recognition, accommodation, and action. Gender refers to a socio-cultural difference between males and females in terms of their skill, ability, performance, environment, and social acceptability. Thus, some of the man-made gender discrimination, biological, versus principle just a newborn baby. It does not discriminate between man and woman. Gender sensitization is about human mindset and human behavior. Sensitization, by and large, most effective and non-confrontational approach of forming society. It creates a mindset in men to see women with respect and dignity as an equal partner at home and at work. Sensitization eliminates gender-based bias, stereotype image of women in productive mindset of men. Gender sensitivity is not about treating women as men. In fact, education, gender sensitivity, orientation, it goes with men and women. It helps realization that the women should be treated with dignity and equally sharing social and economic benefits. Gender awareness opens up with possible panoramic range of patterns of life both for men and women and women. Awareness requires not only intellectual efforts but also positive sensitivity and open-mindedness. Right to work with dignity and safeguard against sexual harassment for women in fact is an essential component of the gender discrimination. A universally for rights, basic human rights. International community has expressed its concern about this challenge, which is a serious challenge in this right. The United Nations has also reaffirmed its faith and is exploring and preserving the equal human rights of men and women and to have better standards of life with freedom and dignity. Here are two basics which I have told you about the gender sensitization and above all is change of mind. This engineering of preparation of mindset can be further accelerated with the role of media. Media is considered to be the fourth pillar of the constitution and a watchdog. It has the potential of influencing the masses and understood creates public opinion, mass awareness about various phases of social, political, and economic issues as national and international. In a way, the media play an important role in development of the nation. The media can play a sensitive role in sensitizing about the gender issues and it exerts immense influence, power, influence power over the masses, it cannot be underestimated. Media therefore for gender awareness and prioritize women issues in a sensitive responsible manner. It can help reduce the instances of rape, dowry-related crimes, domestic violence, molestation, teasing, honor killing, sexual harassment, and this is one part of our topic today about the women. Now, let us talk on the small children who do not understand what wrong has been done to them. It's so difficult. I recall I was attending a conference in Qatar. I was chairing a session. A lady judge from the audience said, "Sir, many a times those victims come to us. They are not able to say what has happened. So difficult for us to understand what has happened to them." I said, "Madam, please help your daughter. And you will get to know what she has done." Therefore, every day we have children, 4 years, 5 years. Can you imagine? Father molesting the daughter, grandfather coming to rape on the grandchild, brother teaching his sister with a bad intention. This is where society is resting today. Things are turning topically, it's difficult. We talk of cases. I'm just telling you, that there are cases where the girl has suffered at the hands of uncle. Somehow FIR is lost after 2 days. And then eventually, there nothing happened to her. The defense lawyer says there is no risk. The medical evidence is just a something, but difficult to rule out enforcement. With this kind of informed medical evidence, with this kind of possibility of witnesses, what would we bring back home? The defense lawyer says there is no case there. I have innocent. Obviously, one innocent cannot be hanged if something wrong has happened to him. I am of the view that no doubt the innocent, one innocent should not be punished, 100% will be better. A very old, age-old concept of criminal jurisprudence. But all said and done, with changing time, we have to also do some introspection. We should also keep on the alive of the present scenario. You say that's what Srivastava said, there is 90% false. Why they are false cases? Because conviction rate is 10%. Why 10% conviction rate? Because incident happened in 2006. The witness is called for position in 2007, and 8 or 9. It is 2 or 3 years of period. All those witnesses who have been the part of the filing of the FIR or report of the statement of 161 or 164, they are done. Medical evidence, there is an ocular evidence, not 1, 2, 3, 5 evidence that the culprit fired gunshot, it hit at the chest of the buyer, who died on spot. Doctor says there is no hole. There is no inside hole, there is no outside hole. There is a designated hole. Could be called by Bhopra. And gun dog. These are the lapses in the investigation. That's fiction. It's very disheartening. It happens. So it is indeed a very serious issue. It not only has to be addressed by the judges, by the advocate, but by the society as such. We all should gear up and rise above the opinion to ensure that no wrong happens to the next time. This is the need of the hour. We need to sensitize all our young friends, whether children or otherwise, they all should be given proper enlightening talks, encouraging talks to know what facts, what facts. And parents, if they are contributing to this education of this kind of crime, should not be scared. They should be exposed. As I have said about a parent, it's very unfortunate. A child who undergoes this traumatic situation, is an indelible mark in the mind. She develops the virtue. And when she grows, become a young lady, maybe she will develop a hatred for marriage, hatred for producing children, because of the sad experience that I can tell. And that is why, you said, I always look at problems with this serious so usually that we should also look at the case from the point of view of victim as well. Nevertheless, we should not sacrifice the discipline of law, but ensure that victim will also not get this. This is what is required not only of the judge, but also of society as such. I am expecting all of it. To care of yourself, like join the supply Abhiyan and so many other movements. Here, take your teams, go to the schools, for a large student, or even the lawyers. Go and ensure that children are given, they should be given some knowledge about all these things that which may happen to them. And they should not be put to any handful of this hand. What Kofi Annan said, gender equality is more than a goal in itself. It is a precondition for the challenge of reducing poverty, promoting sustainable development, and building good governance. Swami Vivekananda has said, just as a bird cannot fly with one wing only, a nation cannot march forward if a woman are left behind. And a child, what Austin O'Malley has said, famous quote, a child is an uncut diamond. Another quote is, the greatest gift you can give the children are the roots of responsibility and the wings of independence. It is easier to build up a child than to repair an adult. Whose own words here? A child abuse is a problem no one really talks about. Abuse and neglect is the number one cause of injury to children in the country. More children die of abuse and neglect than of misery. This is very correct or very real in contemporary time. In India is a home for the largest child population in the world. And they are created special assistance. It recognizes childhood as an integral part of the life with the value of its own. However, at the same time, they constitute the most vulnerable section of society. Protection and development programs for disadvantaged children should ensure that every child has equal opportunity for optimal personal growth, as child should be allowed and provided ample opportunities to grow up and become a responsible citizen with physical and mental ability, high moral, and endowed with skills and education needed by society. Such goals shall use equality and ensure social justice. This in turn shall work as an effective tool to curb delinquency in life. Now, our constitution has taken care of gender equality, like the Article 15, Article 39, Article 53 and Article 90. Now, if we talk of crime against women, it's in fact a social health issue. Well, each day, millions of women and children experience violence around the world. This vulnerable section of society is subjected to a range of atrocities, including sex trafficking, genital mutilation, child forced marriage, child labor, sexual abuse, trafficking, rape. Such acts of violence take place in all settings, as I said, at home. Firstly, being grounded in home. As we just said, check the situation. It reads from there, unplug the situation. Be frank with your child. Unless you have effective communication with your children. Open, effective communication. Let them be aware of things surrounding them. A child is an illiterate introvert child and shall not be able to react to wrong being done to her. Because she is not being told about. Parents play a very important role in shaping a child's psyche. If it is not done, then child always suffers at the hands of mighty one. You guys, as young lawyers, must take up this call also of sensitizing children, because they will grow up, but they will be like you, and tomorrow they will be the leaders of the country. So take up this responsibility. Do this community service by going to various schools, form of groups, a cluster of boys and girls, and go to the corporate. Then I'm talking about the HOD. Then these children go to different schools and have a batch. And if the child is there, the other coordinator is on school. You can also coordinate with other schools so that there is interaction of young boys and girls with each other. A significant portion of children are forced labor as factory workers, domestic servants, beggars, agricultural workers, and have been used for armed combatants by some terrorists also as research groups. So apart from the use, they may be exploited against nation. They may be ill-fed. They may be, their mindset may be polluted. Against some hatred will develop in their mind against the nation. There is segment of this. So that requires to check that our children are given positive thoughts, positive motivation to ensure that our nation grows. They should learn how to love the country instead of cutting its roots. And it's also an alarming problem which appears this. In some statistics for given by so I also have some figures. The National Crime Record Bureau is a total of 2,189 cases of human trafficking were registered in 2021, as compared to 1,700 cases in the year 2020, showing an increase of 37.5%. A total of 6,500 victims have been reported to be trafficked, as against 228,046. So, even human trafficking is on rise. The challenge is in implementing the laws. That is lacking. The enforcement agency here empty number of laws. They want the interest of the students. But the real challenge is how to implement that law. And this implementation cannot be thought of unless you yourself are self-disciplined. Never you expect others to protect. You need to protect yourself. And to protect yourself, first and foremost thing is you must know yourself. And how would you know yourself is what is called as doing some introspection. You are your best judge and you are your best critic. Your personality will develop if you talk to yourself and decide what is right, what is wrong. If we all imbibe this quality, probably you would never be tempted to do something wrong, may violate or invade someone's liberty or privacy. That's why I say, despite there being proactive legislation, the field of women or law, the decline in child labor has been less progressive than expected. Data on sexual violence is scarce, and the main cause is that cases are not reported. Because underestimate the magnitude of the problem. Many cases go unreported. because of such parents, such family members, such surroundings, नहीं कुछ नहीं होता, कुछ नहीं हुआ, ठीक है, ऐसा होता है, बेटा हो जाता है, बच जाना वहाँ पे दोबारा, what's all this? It should be frank enough to talk with them. This social awareness is very important. It's right that education plays a vital role in social education. It will take care of. In uplifting the social stature of women and uplifting their freedom. The most powerful women to change their position in society and are a milestone of women empowerment because it enables them to face the challenge, but their role and change their lives. Another good thing which we can do is that they should be sent for community training. It's not only 1 year. You can make group of these children, let them do some good work with different community of people. You have certain brothers, you have in villages, you have to have type of the education, kind of training, if children go there and apply them, what is the measure of studying, what is the social awareness. It's taken all the school as an art school. And this needs some awareness, some way of hope in those society, in those parts of society who are otherwise ignorant or very this is something very important. I remember my daughter in 1980. Then she goes to Delhi, different advanced community. There's all those children in the group they go and they do their study. And where they are acting, what is social problem, what their economic problem, they take a proper study and then do a demonstration. The simply she had gone to Aqua, where they lived, the actors lived with tribals. And they gave them the idea of going for Gobar gas plant. And they installed, they did not ask for any money. They had some social engineering, they collected the money on folder. They collected over 60,000. And they invested that money for installation of Gobar gas plant. There was the hired laborers there, ensuring that gas travels to their kitchen and burns the burner. And this report, they prepared a complete report and made it as equals #1 report in India. But they won the prize in India. They also do this. Go to the villages. And I want to have the person also. Let them go. They need to learn something out of us. It has to write it. Well, what is the purpose of doing law? Ensure promotion of society. And they can do like this. If they are motivated, and happiness is something good for them. This kind of social service will add on to your marks or your grades. This will help you. It happens in America. Yeah, like she's from there. My niece was in A. She was saying that they go to community service. And this right they add on to their CV that we have done this much of social service. And these children also have this kind of advantage. Now come to the role of network in elimination of this kind of that's on time. I always say advocate is a privileged member of society and plays a very crucial role in promoting social peace by applying the law in a way that reacts to the basic requirements of he or he has the right to practice private action and section 30 of the Education Act. Besides such practice, the local profession advocates also led in with some onerous duties, more reform towards women and children. Women who seek justice are confronted by a complex landscape of laws, systems, and institutions. And at that juncture, a lawyer is the only friend, philosopher, guide, and advocate. A lawyer is expected to give best legal advice to the best of his ability. It can bring awareness to them in their legal rights, obligations, and with the proper course of action. He is expected to be diligent in handling the matter of client and to keep the client updated of any change. Now, question here is, there are many qualities I can talk for an hour. What are the do's and don'ts for a lawyer? But I think what is most important for a lawyer is one, you should have an aptitude for law. Unless you have aptitude for law, please don't pursue law. Don't do law. You are spoiling your time. So you must have fascination to do law. And second, attitude for learning. Attitude for law and attitude of learning. Law is always said to be a dynamic phenomenon. Right? Because it caters to the need of society. It keeps changes in terms of its interpretation. So, it plays with social change. Learning will make you updated with the concept perceived to change time towards law. These two things are very important for every student of law, and attitude for law and attitude for learning. That apart, now with 29 years of practice and almost 10 years of leadership, how many years? 39 years. None of us are old. I am still learning. When a young lawyer may give some proposition of law, I might not have perceived. So always be open for correction, but for a healthy debate, not for showdown. In law, in life also, it's a bad habit of showing down, of having a competition. Oh, he has secured so many marks. Where was the I should secure more marks. That unhealthy competition. Your competition is only with yourself. What was I yesterday? What I am today? What should I do today? What should I do tomorrow? This is how you should scale your growth. Now, because two individuals are not equal. You have your own limitations, your own point, and vice versa. So always look at yourself, think of yourself, talk to yourself, learn from yourself. You are the best master of this. I'm sure if you really talk to yourself honestly, you will never respect. Nobody can be fooled, but it's a conscious prayer. So actions are run by your conscience. you shall always take the right path. And that will give you a very healthy communication. So, as a lawyer, understanding of law is an art of science. Law should be understood as it is. We should not try to supplement, supplant, or extract, subtract the law, because that comes to your common sense. Your common sense can be bad, but no word in the statute is superfluous. You have to give full meaning to the provisions of the act, provisions of the rules made under the act. And to do that, you need to first understand what for the act is made. For instance, POCSO. Now we are talking in terms of crimes against women. POCSO. Domestic violence. Like the thing. POCSO reverse consent. Child is perceived to have been used. The difference has to show that another dimension of law. You cannot apply both right when you are right. They are more strict, more elastic, because these together when you see the aims and objects of law. What for law is meant. And the same situation arises when you read different nature of law. Because nobody can claim to have mastered the law. Nobody can claim on the earth. But you must have an aptitude to understand. And that will depend upon how things are used in the law. For that, you must understand what sort of thing and then read the law. Advocacy. Your understanding of law is very important. And this you can only master if you read ancient objects, read the preamble, and then read the dictionary prompts. And thereafter read the meaning. Don't do readings, search from the meaning of dictionary clause and put it in the provision. And then understand it. Get to know the whole philosophy behind it, whole purpose behind it, and its application. When you come to the issue as well, how can you help a woman and child apart from this social engineering? When it comes to the court of law, the first and foremost thing you have to do is first you have to be a good listener who must listen to a person across who is a victim. Him or her patient, take note of her feelings, whatever she has to say, and then you start take out the case what are the relevant facts which are necessary to keep in mind the limitations of law. And there comes the stage of drafting the case. Good listener, good at law, and thereafter frame the case, how you this one is piloting of it. How you should pilot the case, this you can only learn after having before law and after having mastered the facts. Mastering of facts is the most important thing for a successful lawyer, which is being given the least credit surroundings. For this, that's my experience as a judge in High Court. Youngsters nowadays don't get that careful of that. Somebody says this is the case law. To residents there, here this applies to me and they come. They don't come with books. They come with phone. They read about provision without understanding what is the head and tail. Something applies to us. When you ask them, should we raise a provision? But what are the provisions for which that they are all found. This kind of law practice in this service. You are including yourself, you are including your clients, and ultimately you will do better. Therefore, when we say this all this, why I am saying this to you as a number of because tomorrow you will be the leaders of the party. And unless you prove up yourself as a senior student of law, in times to come, it is difficult for you to sustain yourself as a lawyer is like. General awareness, human psychology. You must understand the psychology, you must have the imbibed habit of learning the faces of the people across. You must learn what kind of personality you are going to address. You have to understand the data psychology, the client psychology, so many things. It's not only of becoming a scholar. You must also be a good psychologist. To understand the persona of a person that was. These things are the various tools by which you can become a good lawyer. Because your presentation in the court is the only way of publicity. A person as an advocate puts up his face before the court. The manner in which he puts up before the court, with due regard to the mannerism of the court decision, he wins the heart of the judge. And if you win the heart of a judge, then discretion is always in your favor. There are two things we should learn before we are going to practice law. Isha has also said something about corporate practitioner. It is a growing tendency. Well, I am doing this 5 years law. After third year, I applied for a better placement. Corporate guys will come will pick up me. And I have 2,000, 60,000, 90,000 per annum. My future is it. I mean, that's your choice, but let me tell you something. To work for a corporate, I'm not saying you should not. I'm not saying that all. I'm telling you, to work with a corporate, you are an employee. And you are paid for hours of work you work, number of hours you work. One day, when they have a boarding, she can do for again back up speed. Again, search for jobs. Result is, with 10 years, you don't gain any experience of very nature of law, except that you have only learned how to do convention, how to make equipment, how to start safety, and other things. But you have learned to do it on rocket line. This is what is required to do in a corporate practice. But as against that, when you come for legal practice, which I wanted on, initially it may be slow. But believe me, if you are good at what I suggested you to do that, there is no one who will stop you from doing the task. It's a very old good thing. There is a crowd at the bottom and a vacuum at the top. Good lawyers shall always be needed in society. And I have seen many youngsters who have no background but are doing tremendously good. Why? Because they have made their space in the bar, and you're right to your risk. So with that, I should say that you all should gear up to cater to the needs of children, for women, spread social awareness among the have-nots. This would be a global fire service society. This will help facilitate understanding of the wrongs being done to the ignorant, and in turn shall reduce humanity in society. You, a leader, a young person today, are leaders of tomorrow, and I'm sure all of you can add to this story of the country. Thank you very much.
Thank you for enlightening us, sir, and I'm sanguine that your words have encouraged the young minds over here, and they are ready to finally gear up, as you said, and in the right attitude with the right aptitude for law.
We at the Institute of Management and Research are immensely grateful to all our guests for gracing us with their presence and enlightening us with utmost wisdom today. And lastly, we would like to address a special thanks to Senior Advocate F. A. Shah sir to choosing Prestige Family as their academic partner for the national seminar. To commemorate the event, I will request Senior Advocate F. A. Shah to present a memento to our chief guest, Honorable Justice Rohit Ahmed. And to present a memento to our guest of honor, Ms. Honorable Justice A.K. Srivastava sir. And I will now request sir to present a memo to our special guest, Ms. Disha Khare ma'am. Thank you, sir. I will request our HOD, Department of Law, Dr. Krati Ragaria, to present a memento to Senior Advocate S. A. Shah sir. I now request Assistant Professor Hariom Ayapti to present a memento to HOD, Department of Law, Dr. Krati Ragaria. We would now like to call it on stage Senior Advocate S. A. Shah sir to give a vote of thanks.
Before I give pray to your Lordship, kindly to a matter and fresh opinion from the things to typographical analysis my care and doing the larger part of the work. I'm still not clear at it. I'm a little old at it, but I'm working. I'm not- Honorable Justice Varghese, he had respected the Honorable Justice A.K. Srivastava, former Justice Ms. Disha Kare, Dr. Sati Rajavia, who has recently joined the team of Dr. and of course, Mr. Akar, my friends, my family members, and here. It's been always a privilege to be able to speak coming up. This is the fifth seminar in memory of my father. He died around 3 decades back, but losing my father at the tender age has been painful, hugely painful, as it happened a couple of years back. But this is activated for the destiny that was. When I went to Honorable Justice Rajasthan and requested him to give the details of he was asked me, sir, submitting to the chamber. He was asked me, what are the I was collecting some topics. I had some topics. But he told topics that we were too heavy for us. And you see, when you are organizing a seminar for the law students, you must do it in a way that they should try and they should also get encouraged to try the law. Because the talent is there, but talent puts the talent with the corporate. The concern we have seen in the letter also. And the way he has encouraged all of you and me as I will try my hands with a lot and invite you to the park instead of going to the corporate and be an employer, not an employer. So, my Lord then finalize this topic and he then not just finalize the topic and also design the curriculum. Lord was of the opinion that despite some of the guidelines of the and put it for and it was really good of him that he himself showed this program on a very short notice and make it happen and take the ship and give it mark. Sir, I give you my heartfelt thanks for accepting the invitation and blessing our. I then walked to Honorable Justice A.K. who is now in the United States, and requested him to be the special speaker and special guest. His family and my family has generation was done. And he has rightly reminded to us his great uncle, Honorable Justice Vidyadhar was one of the teachers of my father. And he has special affection for me. And you can gather from the words he did his program. He had to be out of Gwalior. He did his program and said, I am not doing it for you, I am doing it for Mr. Madhar. Sir, that's good of you. He has special affection and blessings for me. The first day when I joined the bar, till today, he has always said, can I share that day? Because my first day in the bar, and any of those things that I think the earlier session I put it back in that. My first day in the bar, it was a code of honorable justice years old. I stood in my first case, and while seeing the Lord, she was to argue. My Lord was outside to discuss the situation. Honorable justice he also was practicing by a warrior at that time. He stood and thank you for appealing for the first time. And then
directly talk to the magistrate that you be appealing for the first time. It's not business at this time yet. Then the Honorable Justice Vargas have said, all right, gentlemen, I'll do whatever you want to do. So I started arguing and then after he granted the leave. So that was the day when he created the way for me, and this is the right way of encouraging the younger. Today, my country retired. Retirement is an eventuality of life. But still, in need for inviting the younger persons and the younger children to the bar, apart from the expectation of the education, that I give you my heart for thanks for accepting education. And showing the value. Our special guest and subject expert, Ms. Vishakha. He's young, he's talented, he's promising, and all I can say about you, ma'am, you showed the right disha to this program, and because of that, disha put by you to this program, you have been voted by the sector. Thanks for that. Thanks for accepting the invitation of my God and coming to the seminar and giving us the privilege of this. Actually, Prati Ragalia was recently joined as I met her today for the first time. And a small word, yes, she told me her husband is also a lawyer, and we also know to be. And thanks for being part of the family and the way you address them. My friend is Tata. I covered it a lot for the matter of the program. I will frequent calls in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Every day we attended my phone call, seeing my messages, in the flight and from. He's such a nice man. But he dictates the task. Yesterday he told me to have to give the work. Today in the morning when I was on way to Sanskrit, he said he will be written on the tax. And then why should I have to go? So that it means he said, no, we will be written on the tax. I accepted. Then I said, there will be no welcome for me. He said, okay. But when I arrived in Sanskrit, he said, there will be welcome for you. This is for us the first event when a person is welcomed into his own house. Thanks for that. And thank you everyone.
I now request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much for this respected dignitary for allowing us to be in the same facility as the